spell out your first names?
Abigail. Faith.
Okay.
Rishi.
Rohill.
Thank you. Okay, go right ahead.
Good evening, Miles. This is Rishi with your JNN News. The headlines for today are the rising heat in Humano territory, the Apache attacks in the north, an interview with a local Humano farmer, and another interview with another villager. Nana Faith with the weather.
Hey everyone, it's Faith, your weatherwoman with the weather. Today it looks like it's going to be a really hot day in this area, the Humano area, and we're going to have a high of 109 degrees Fahrenheit, which is not unusual since we always have hot summers here. But it is very different than that one frigid low of 21 degrees Fahrenheit we had last winter. Since we usually have mild winters, that was very unusual. It looks like it's going to be about the same all week, sunny skies, and I'm already sweating because it's so hot here. So I wouldn't go out and start farming any crops just yet because it looks like there's an 88% chance of a drought later in the week. It looks like that we aren't getting any rain anytime soon because since we only get less than 8 inches of rain each year, I wouldn't get my hopes about getting any rain anytime soon in our area. So make sure to keep drinking as much water as possible, stay hydrated, stay in your Adobe's made of clay to keep you cool, and go out and buy the amazing fan. It's going on sale right now. And keep watching JNN for more weather updates. This is Faith, your weatherwoman, signing off.
Thank you, Faith. Now, don't go away. We'll be right back after this short commercial break.
When it's a summer day and it's hot, you've got to find just the right spot to sit and relax, lay on your back, and watch your crops grow.
Hey Sally, it's such a hot day. How can we beat the heat?
Well, have you heard of the amazing fan?
No. Can it cool me off?
Of course it will.
Buy it now for only $19.99, plus an extra $20 charge for shipping and handling. And if you pay an extra $15 and buy it right now, we'll give you a second fan for free.
Let's go buy a fan.
Yeah. Does it work?
OMG, it works so well.
Now we can watch our crops grow.
And relax.
When it's a summer day and it's hot, you got to find just the right spot to sit and relax, lay on your back, and watch your crops grow.
And we're back. Now to Faith on the ground, talking to a local Humano farmer about the climate and terrain. we have a Faith with a heat story about how 2 kids got heat stroke.
So, speaking of heat, a terrible tragedy has occurred 2 days ago. 2 kids were out playing outside in the middle of another drought yet again, and they suffered sadly from heat stroke. Heat stroke is a condition that you get when your body dehydrates and it overheats. And they were outside too long, and unfortunately they died. But this will serve as a reminder to be aware of the hot desert environment that we live in today. So, to prevent heat stroke, make sure to keep drinking water, stay in your Adobe's, and get the amazing fan and watch JNN for more updates. And if you've done all that, just keep doing that. And never underestimate the power of heat, and keep in mind what happened to those kids. This was Faith signing off.
Okay, now we have an interview with a local farmer about the climate and terrain. Silent Owl is his name, and he has been working in the fields for 15 years and has only had a few good crops because of the hot weather.
Hello, Silent Owl. Thank you for letting us interview you today.
Glad to help you.
So, I understand that this has been an exceptionally hot summer for you in this area. How has the tribe been coping?
Well, we live in the mountains and basins area, so
than the rivers, what other features are in this area?
Well, some of our tribe members live in the Guadalupe Mountains, which is a mountain range that is in West Texas, and in particular the El Capitan, which is the second highest mountain in Texas.
Now that we've visited the high points, what about the low?
Well, we have the Palo Duro Canyons, which is in the east of our territory, which is the second largest canyon in the U.S. Unfortunately, since it's so big, it is also dangerous. Two kids were playing in the canyons and unfortunately fell in and died.
Oh, that is tragic. Unfortunately, we have to end on that sad note. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Now we have Abigail, who is interviewing another villager about their Himano culture, the diet and shelter.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
So what's it like with all this drought?
Well, today was a really tough day because all the men on the field were farming, and we found out that 25% of our crops died.
Wow, that's terrible. So how are you getting food?
Well, luckily we still have some extra corn, rice, and squash from last summer, and it should be enough to last us for a couple more days or weeks.
What about trading?
Well, we trade all the food to other tribes, and in return we get game and clothing, such as buffalo clothes and feathers.
So how do you trade? What helps
Well, it's really easy for us because we have many horses, as we were the first Texas Indians to have.
you? That's convenient.
Yeah.
So,
Another thing that's convenient is living in the mountains because we are sedentary. We are sedentary because of the mountains, and we have our homes built there. We also have adobe pueblo huts, and you can't really move those.
yeah.
So how are the farms?
Well, the farms they have some vegetation, but because of the heat, it is fairly hard to grow crops. But we have to work really hard to get our food. Ready for some good news?
Yeah.
Well, we found that this year we caught a lucky break and it rained, and it looks like the remaining crop will be enough to last us for the rest of this summer.
Hey, that's really good news.
Yeah.
So I bet you have to go back to work.
Yeah, I have to go get water from the rivers and bring them back to the village, and then settle down in our adobe huts for the rest of it.
Thank you for your time.
Now for our last headline of the day, the Apache attacks in the north. Three nights ago, a small Himano village was raided by a reported group of 5 Apaches. We talked to an eyewitness, and he said that he heard loud noises, followed by some screams and shouts. But the attack was done under the cover of darkness, with no one awake but the guards. Both guards were killed, as well as 2 children, ages 6 and 11. Aside from that, 4 children and 5 adults were injured in the attack. Although more may be hurt or killed, that is the number we have right now. 3 people are missing and have been unaccounted for. The tribe leader who was there refused to give personal thoughts or comments on the matter. The motive for the raid is unknown, as no food or pottery was stolen from the Pueblo huts. This attack was done in the Northern Territory, as the Apaches live above us. And that is the newscast for tonight. See you next time on JNN News. What?
Got one more segment. Okay. Yes. Okay. This is a quick fashion statement on how we dress. Well, most people have horizontal stripes on their face. It's just a tradition. And most men cut their hair short and have one lock of hair for a feather. And then most women have braids. And that's my fashion statement.
Okay, after that short editorial thing, that is the end of our JNN Newscast for